Hello and welcome. I am Matt Taylor and this is my variety channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the company Hero Forge. What is Hero Forge? It's an online website where you can go and you can create a fully customizable miniature that you can use for Dungeons and Dragons, for Pathfinder, and a lot of different miniature type games where you need a hero or a miniature. And normally you might go to a hobby shop or a board game shop and buy miniatures that are kind of pre-made miniatures. And a lot of times you can't find something exactly that you want, or it doesn't quite fit your character. What's really neat about Hero Forge is you can go online and there's so many different parts, customizable parts that you can add to your character, different hairstyles, different races, different weapons, different accessories, which is really, really, really neat. And you can create your character and then you have different options for the type of plastic that you want to do. You can have just a classic plastic. You can do a more sturdy, more expensive type of plastic. And then they have a couple metal options that you can do as well for more expense. And recently they launched a Kickstarter campaign to earn funds, raise funds, so they can do fully colored miniature. So you would order your miniature and then they would be hand painted or painted, and then when you got them, so you wouldn't have to paint them yourself. I'm not a good artist. I don't paint minis that I have. I just leave them as is, but a lot of people like to paint their own. But Hero Forge will soon have an option where they will paint them for you, which is pretty neat. Now, I ordered one. My brother gave me a gift. He gave me a gift card to Hero Forge, and so I spent all of it. It was like $35, and I got a fully customizable character that I am extremely happy with. And this character is Hendar the Brave. He is my barbarian character who has a love of cats. And you see that he has a little cat familiar with him. And he has this spear sword that he found, which is a double-sided spear, which is pretty cool. And I found that in the game, and it was really neat that they had that actual weapon on Hero Forge. So I was like, whoa, that's really cool. And I was able to make him pretty close to how I envisioned the character, which is really cool. Another thing I want to mention in Hero Forge, and I will show you a little bit on the interface in a little bit, is the different poses that you can do with your character. You can pick so many different poses and have order it that way. And if you have a lot of money, you can order several different poses if you wanted to of that same character. I will say it is kind of pricey. It is like ranging from $29 or $25 up to, up from there. So it can get pretty pricey for one miniature. But it is, like I said, it's completely customizable, so you can get it to look exactly like you want. The other minis that you have, like this mini that I got was probably, I think it was like $10 for this specific mini that I bought. But you can get a variety of different minis for like $3 a piece. Some come like $4 for like 3 little goblins or something like that. But those are prefabbed and they all look the same. So there's a give and take there depending on how customizable you want it. Maybe you might use Hero Forge for your specific character and then buy the other minis, that are just the pre-made minis where they can be like look alike. You know what I'm saying? If you have the money. A lot of people don't have money to buy a bunch of minis. So maybe you might just buy one mini like this, customizable mini, and then the rest you'll make paper minis. If you want to learn how to make some really cool paper minis, I have a video that you can check out. Click that little eye up in the corner and you'll be able to find that, or down below in the description, you'll find that video on how to make those paper minis. But overall, I have a very positive review, very positive things to say about Hero Forge. It's an awesome company. I love what they have available to us, to your fingertips, that you can totally craft your own miniature, which is really, really neat. I will say I ordered mine on December 19th, and it took over a month to get my mini. It did take like a couple of weeks longer than they gave me as my target date. And so that was kind of a bummer. It could be because they were just getting ready to launch their Kickstarter for the colored campaign. That could be why it took longer for them to make it. I don't know, but I would say that if you're watching Hero Forge, guys, try to get that down, that time frame, because the last thing you want to do when you create this awesome mini is like have to wait for a month for it to come. But I understand that, you have your limitations there as well. So also keep that in mind, viewers. If you want to make one of these, it will take some time before you actually get it after you place your order. But there we go. All in all, I would definitely order from them again. If I have extra money and I want some cool characters to make, I would definitely use Hero Forge again, and I encourage you to check them out. They're not paying me to make this review. I just thought it'd be fun to do this review because I love fantasy, I love miniatures, I love Dungeons and Dragons. And I will say this is not necessarily Dungeons and Dragons specific, but definitely you could tell that these guys have been influenced by Dungeons and Dragons minis, Pathfinder minis, and things like that. But there you go. Check out Hero Forge. I think you will like it. Until next time, take care.